Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm starting this match right now. Larry Hundley on the right side of your screen versus Gary Cohen. Gary from Palm Springs. Larry Hundley from Phoenix, Arizona. And I'd like to also say hello to Mrs. Hundley, who is watching now. Feel free to share. Let's get some more viewers in here. Racing to 20 points. Divij Babu watching from Oakland, California. Divij is one of our first annual subscribers on POVPOOL's premium content channel, and we want to thank you for supporting the creators of POVPOOL. And there's the breakoff shot. I've watched both players play before. Gary Cohen, who is at the table right now shooting with the white, is known to be a very safe player, so you know he's more than likely going to frustrate Larry in this match because he tends to leave cue ball very, very safe against his opponents. He's just one of those guys. I had the pleasure of meeting Larry Hundley at $1 Million Billiards about 3 years ago. And he came and played one of the $1 Million Billiards open tournaments with an all-star cast. I believe Frederic Caudron was there, Kyung-Ro Kim, may he rest in peace, among many other players from all over the country and the world. And Larry is just a lover of the game. I'm getting reports that our audio is low. Is it low? Boy, I sure hope not, because I'm up all the way, I think. No, I could probably dial in a little louder. Try that on for size. Meanwhile, these innings are going by. Fourth inning now. And there he is with his Gary's safe cue balls. I'd also like to give a shout out to my friends at the Elks Lodge in Burbank, California. Say hello to Gilbert Najim, who will be here in a couple of days. Also to everybody else over at the Elks Lodge. Don and Ross. George Aronak. Fred and Hank. To Billy. Hope you guys are all having fun. Hope you're all watching. Gil, looking forward to having a cocktail with you when you get here. And I can't wait for the Carom Clash coming up on Friday and Saturday. So close, but so far. Wow. Wow, what a hit that was. Galen Lee saying that they might be shooting the wrong ball. I think I remember Gary opening up with the white. That's why I had Gary's name on the white nameplate and Larry's on the yellow nameplate. You may have seen an inning, maybe I've been multitasking, I apologize. So you may have seen an inning where they did mistakenly use the wrong ball, but Gary, I believe, did start with the white. If anybody in the chat room wishes to contest that, feel free to do so. This ball needs to travel. I don't think it's going to. Nope, just stopped. Jeff Gray says the dude in the blue Hawaiian shirt sitting in the back might have missed the dress code memo. Actually, that is our Ultimate Team Gear event shirt, which they are allowed to wear. Nice hit. Nice few points for Gary, much needed because he was trailing trailing Larry 5-3. So a couple of helpful innings for him. Larry's a little dumbfounded here. He doesn't like this shot. I tell you what, I don't really like this shot either. He's got to come into the red, I believe, before the white. Oh, such a nice hit. No good. Little feedback from you guys in the chat room. For those of you experienced with billiards, do you feel like these tables are running slow? Or this table is running slow? Gary stepped away for a second. He's back now. I'm not sure what he was. I think he was looking for a piece of chalk he left on another table. I'm not sure. Anyway, he's back. Nice hit. And away we go. Little run of 3 so far. Missed the kiss. come a little short. This competition between these two turning out to be pretty good, actually. This is the kind of match you have where, when all is said and done, you walk away and say, maybe we should play some a little later and work it out. So general rules of three cushion billiards is that one player elects the white ball, the other player elects the yellow ball, or it's determined by who is breaking off. Object of the game is to contact both balls, but somewhere within that contact there has to be three cushions contacted by the cue ball before or during the time that those two balls are contacted. Before those balls are contacted. You can also bank the ball or kick the ball into three cushions or two cushions before your third cushion and hitting the second ball. So each billiard is worth 1 point, and in this case we're racing to 20 points. So Gary is using white as the cue ball, coming in contact with the yellow. That's two cushions, 3, 4, and a billiard hitting the red. So you don't get any more or less points for hitting less cushions or more cushions. If you hit 5 cushions and then you get your billiard, it's still worth only 1 point. Yeah. Jeff Gray says, Rule 27, you must be over 50 to play this game. No, that's not true. But you do need at least 4 surgeries. At least 4 surgeries and at least half a dozen bow ties. And a vest. Three cushion billiards has been dubbed one of the most difficult all-around games ever invented. Harder than golf, harder than pocket billiards. And my testament to that is that I've been playing pool, pocket billiards, for at least 40 years on and off. And, oof. And I'm only now, after 3 years of playing three cushion billiards, really starting to get the hang of the game and really start to enjoy the game as much as I enjoyed pool. Yes, there are some defensive ways to play this game as well. It has to do with, you know, there's some general safe areas to leave your opponent's balls and your ball, you know. Cliff Max asked my high run. My high run's like 5. It's not that high. It's it's very low. But who knows? Maybe next year when this B tournament, this amateur championship happens, maybe I'll play. But I mean, this game requires some commitment. Unless you're just absolutely talented, you know, every once in a while that does come along. Cliff Max says he's busted an OB shaft playing this game. Out of frustration, maybe? Or just out of the fact that these balls are a little bigger than pool balls. I could see both. I could see both scenarios being equally legitimate. I'm still using, you know, I use a Tiger cue, and I'm still using my Tiger shaft to play billiards with, but it is actually a pool shaft. But every time someone lends me a carom shaft, which is generally 1 inch shorter, and it has a little bit of a different taper, I feel the difference. And so I'm going to buy a Tiger carom shaft actually in the next couple of weeks, because I really just I want to get better at the game, and using my pool shaft is not helping me to kind of get to another plateau where I'd like to get. I'd like to get more into the actual stroke of the game than have to worry about the fact that I'm using a thinner, longer shaft when I shouldn't be. You know, so when your equipment is reliable in cue sports, then you can focus on the more important task at hand, which is your own skill and your own execution. Owner of California Billiards, Chris Swart, just informed me that he's put this live stream on his big screen TV at California Billiards. So I want to give a shout out to everybody at California Billiards and say hi to you guys. Hope you enjoy this today, and I look forward to seeing you guys real soon. Also on the carom shafts at Tiger, they come standard now with a G10 ferrule, which is a very hard ferrule material. Oh, very nice bank. Oh, no. It's unfortunate. But I tell you, I feel like Larry's been practicing the past couple years. He's hitting them pretty good. I like his game. He plays better than I do. Inning number 20. And score is 12-9. Larry's keeping the pressure on Gary. God knows, with something as low as a 3-point lead, you don't have to win this match being ahead 3 points. Double kiss and 3 cushions. A little bit of luck for Gary. I think that's going to be long. No, it's right on target. What am I talking about? Just missed it. So Divish is asking me about the difference between equipment, pool versus billiards, and you first off have to consider the different playing conditions. The pool table has smaller balls and generally a smaller table. This 3-cushion table you're looking at is actually 10 feet. 10 feet by 5. It's a heated slate, and it's faster cloth. So the type of cue that you would need should be a little lighter, because with a heavier cue and a heavier ball, you're going to hit the ball too hard and too much power. On a table that rolls so quickly, you really don't need a lot of power. Billiard players will often look at a pool player and say, he hit that like a pool player. Well, that's because pool players generally need more power, more stroke, generally, in most shots. Whereas with billiards, you're sort of pushing through, you're rolling the ball. And you need a lighter cue and a little bit shorter. And your stroke needs to be a little shorter as well. Not so much follow through. You don't need to follow through like you do playing pool as much as you do playing billiards. Also, I don't know if you guys notice offhand, you pool players, the carom players will use a much shorter bridge. If you look at their bridge length, the bridge length is so important because so much accuracy is required in the hit playing 3-cushion billiards that the longer your bridge is, the higher the margin for error in your stroke and the straightness of your stroke. So the shorter bridge, short and strong bridge, actually, most 99% of the time you're shooting with a closed bridge. Oh, just missed. Nice. Very nice. Oh, he's not going to be happy about where he's lying, though. This just takes away a lot of options for Larry when you land right underneath the red. Anytime you're frozen to a ball, it just takes away so much, so many choices. And Larry has officially tied the score here, actually. Oh, no, he hasn't. He's taken the lead. That's a nice shot by Gary. I would imagine by now this match has him a little bit nervous because it's getting pretty close to the finish line, and Larry has finally closed the gap. That's going to be nice. Very nice shot. Gary reclaims the lead. You never want to be on the rail like this. I mean, you just can't do much with the cue ball. It's kind of like one pocket. You know, when your cue ball's on the rail like this, you just can't do anything with the cue ball. You have to hit it natural, or you know, you can't hit center ball. You know. Yeah, I would recommend these guys spar with each other once in a while, play each other, because this is a good matchup between these two. Five cushions, a round table. And he got there on the fifth cushion. This should be a good shot here. A little difficult with the cue ball down by the cushion there, by the rail. But it's a long shot, you know, but he'll be okay. I think the only danger is to come around the ball. Shoot it long and come around. Just like that. Shoot it long, come around. You know, I've asked people about that many times. Why do we so easily find the hole and we miss the billiard? And it's just kind of a mystery, you know. I think it goes back to the pool days where we're always trying to find a pocket to play into, that we subconsciously see that as a pocket and we play into that pocket. So you'll oftentimes find yourself being frustrated by this phenomenon of missing the target and coming, going around the hole. $17-15, and Larry needs to come with it. Wow, he's backing up into it. I think it's good. Very nice shot. That was an excellent shot. Very impressed with that shot, actually. Definitely keeping the pressure on Gary. How's this kick? A little short. One-point difference. So here's another example of how see how the red is at the number 2 diamond. And I think he played this fine. Yeah. So he was very careful not to go off target there. And this is you know, a little bit beyond my breadth of knowledge, because I'm not somebody who understands the diamond systems. So yes, it is a close match. Definitely a close match. And the kiss. The kiss of death. I, for one, you know, I consider this a privilege to be able to be this close to these players, watching them execute, and being able to see and learn, you know, so much from them. I like that. I like that. So does Larry. All right, so Okay, we have action in progress. We got people milling around. That was Hector Ocampo and Mercedes Gonzalez. Are sort of like, I don't know, up to no good. I do want to bring in additional commentators for this event, and we will have additional commentators. The first day is always very difficult because you know, players really, they just want to focus on their next match, and they really want to do well in these events. So I'm just letting people kind of settle in and relax first before asserting myself to ask them to come and spend some mic time with us. But it's not often common anyway for us to have commentary during three-cushion billiards, but, you know, stand by, guys. Sorry to step away there, but I had to. Geraldine Thibodeau, she was just checking on me, and had to go and say hello and get my hug in. She has been extremely busy. She's the tournament director at this event. Her first time directing a three-cushion billiard tournament. So I'm seeing very little of her during this event, which is in contrast to many other events we work together. We're always together. Situation's quite different here. Oh, and the kiss again. Huh. He's playing off the red. Ooh. There were several ways to play that. I think I would have played off the red, past the yellow. In other words, hitting the top side of the red or the right-hand side of the red and not the left side like he played it. He's playing off the red, and I thought he was looking at doubling the rail. Well, maybe he is going to double the rail here. Reverse English. Oh, no. No. Look at this. Missed it. Wow. Straight into the black hole. Into the abyss. That looks great. Gary's on the hill. Needs one. One can only guess. Because we've seen some pointage from Larry. So Gary definitely wants to just finish this. All right, Larry. If there was a time to bark, it's now. Force follow. Or is he going around? He's going around the table. Look at that. Even with that hook in his stroke. That's what I find so amazing. Is that, you know, it's really a matter of, I don't know, I see that so often in billiards, with three cushion with, you know, that little hook. instead of follow through. And I think that's what it is you know, players are, in an attempt to shorten your stroke, you end up moving your elbow a little. So, all right. So congratulations to Gary Cohen. He closes this out in 1 hour and 17 minutes. Final score is 20 points to 17. Larry Hundley coming very close, but so far. And we'll be right back with another match. They're just going to keep feeding me matches, folks. So don't go anywhere, guys. We're still here. Thanks for watching today, guys and girls.